Hello, everyone. I wanted to get on here and speak on racism tonight. My cat was getting some water. Okay, so this is my views. I am not a racist person. You should not hate on somebody because of the color of their skin. If they're an asshole, then they're an asshole. Hate them because they're an asshole. Not because they're black, or they're Chinese, or they're Japanese, or they're Middle Eastern. Don't hate them because of that. Hate them because they're an asshole. I mean, that to me is just what you're supposed to do. That's how it goes, right? We have too much racial tension in this country. Way too much. Way too much. It just shouldn't be. Like, why do we have so much? Like, I could have swore that the race issue was over. The race wars were over. I could have swore they were. Like, I didn't think that we had plantations and slaves anymore. Because when it comes down to it, probably about every nationality has been a slave at one time or another. My family's originally, like when I traced lineage back, we're originally from Ireland. So we're Irish. You know how we got to America? We were slaves. Yes. So, if I'm going to be hating on people because my ancestors were slaves, then I'm never, ever going to be able to love anybody. Not even myself. Because then those same ancestors that came here, that were slaves, were freed. Because then there's plantation owners in Alabama. And that's where they settled. That's where they ended up settling, was Alabama. But you know, because they were slaves, they understood. So they used to buy slaves so they could set them free. That's what my family did. And there was a great, four greats, grandfather of mine named Simeon. And he actually went to Puerto Rico. They were having a big slave sale there. And he went to Puerto Rico. They found out what he was doing. They knew that he was a rich plantation owner from Alabama. And they killed him. Because they knew that he would buy the slaves and set them free. So just because somebody's from the South doesn't mean that they're racist. Doesn't mean that they hate people. My whole family's from Alabama. I'm from Ohio. My mama was up here. We lived off and on in Alabama. As a child, I did. Probably about 4 or 5 years of my life. I seen the KKK march down the middle of the streets. I seen that. I couldn't understand it. Why somebody would hate them. Hate anybody because of their skin. Because I've always been a big mouth. I literally said, Mama, why they put their sheets from their bed on their head? Walking down the middle of the street like they got something to say against other people. That makes no sense to me. Because it never did cross my mind. Ever. Love each other like you love yourselves. That's the only way that we're going to be able to beat all of this crap. And it doesn't matter who's president. Obama can be president. Trump can be president. I'm not a fan of Trump. By the by, not a fan. Really, no. But I digress. He's our president. We have to deal with it. But We don't have to buy into his racist views. We don't have to. We just don't. And there's no reason that we should. Let him hate somebody because of the color of their skin. Let him live that closed-minded life. Let him be hurt in his life. Because what's going to happen, what it's going to come down to, is that someone of color is going to be the one that's going to save his life at one point or another. And you can't hate that. You really can't. Just can't. And I won't. I refuse to hate somebody because of the color of their skin. I refuse to hate someone because of their nationality. I don't care. Even Middle Eastern people. Because not every Middle Eastern person drove a plane into the two towers. You can't blame them all. You can't. We have to love one another for who we are and what we are. We're human, and that says a lot. I hope y'all have a wonderful, beautiful night. Good night, my darlings. If I can shut this off. There we go.